guys, we're up here in the big city of Louisville, Kentucky, however you want to say it. They got their big 2-day equipment auction going on, so I figured, heck, why not spend a nasty, rainy, windy day and walk around and see what we can find. Let's check it out. All right, just to give you guys a little bit of a lay of the land, this is put on by Bunch Brothers. And the first day, they will auction off all this equipment and accessories that go with the equipment. Then the next day, they'll switch over and do all the trucks and equipment over there. I'm not necessarily looking for anything in particular. I got a few Tracos over here I'm gonna snoop around on. And then it's just an opportunity to kind of be nosy and see what equipment's out there. So let's check it out. Well, this machine is definitely way bigger than what I want. It's an older Volvo, but it actually looks to be in pretty good shape. Climb up in this thing and see what we got. I know one thing's for sure, it's a lot warmer in here. It's cold out there. All right. Fire in the hole. I don't think that's a bad old machine for the money. It's got some jerry rigging going on here, and I know you guys make fun of my fluffy bucket, but that one could definitely use some shims. But seems to run pretty good. It's got good undercarriage on it. A little bit of damage there, but you pretty much have that with all of them. This thing's got just shy of 10,000 hours on her. So I'm gonna check out this old girl, the old JCB. I'm not interested, I'm just nosy. See if this thing will come to life this morning. There's a long ways up in this old girl. I'm guessing we got a water leak. Small little fish pond back there. All right, here we go. Ooh, that started right up. Check out that, that's a little bit different. Got the gauges made into the sidebar there. All right, let's see if she moves. Tell you what, the old girl runs smooth. She actually operates pretty smooth. She's just kind of slow. Valuable lesson learned. Make sure the seat's dry before you sit in it. My butt is soaking wet. Thanks, JCB. Obvious roof leak somewhere. All right, on the next one. All right, they got a little. Man, I'm gonna need me a boat. Where's Captain at whenever you need him to get into this one? Hold on. Hey-ya. 315C Caterpillar. Man, this thing looks pretty rough, to be honest with you. I don't know how many hours are on it. I don't know if I said it or not, but this one's got about 6,000 hours on it. This will be pretty comparable in size to the 120. I have ran a few of these. They're not horrible. It's missing a windshield. Oh, look, comes with a parts box. That's always convenient. I don't know what that button was. They pushed that poor guy straight through the console there. See if this thing will start. Good. Start trying out. It's always good. See if she moves. Alright, so this one here is the same as all the other ones I ran. I don't know what it is, but this is just awkward for me right here. And then it's like I gotta run it like this all the time. I know there's adjustments and different things, but I don't know. Everyone I've ever ran like this, especially all the Caterpillars machines, even Wade's din-dins like that some. I don't know if it's because I'm tall or if I just sit awkwardly in the seat, but they are just not comfortable machines. This machine's got about 6,000 hours on it. I would have guessed a lot more than that. It's actually pretty rough. Too rough for Old Dirt Perfect. Alright, let's go see what else we can find. We got quite a few Caterpillar high lifts here. It's a 953C, 955L. and they're supposedly really good machines. I can never justify owning them, but I know in certain situations they are handy. There's a guy around home, Scott one, who uses it quite a bit, but D4C, that's actually a hydrostat machine. It's just a little bit older than a D4G. Actually don't look too horribly bad. It's got pretty good undercarriage on it. Look at that pretty thing. I'm gonna get in this one. That one almost looks brand new. Komatsu 31PX. Up we go. Oh, that is way different than the old D4. First thing I notice when I sit down is how wide the hood is, how big the corner posts are. I know it's a cab versus a non-cab machine, but there's definitely a difference in visibility. Does it move? Ooh, stuff lights up like Christmas. I'm excited. Ooh, I do like that handle. That is pretty sweet. Oh, nothing's moving. Must be a button for that somewhere. Alright, one major issue. There's nothing metal in here. Oh, maybe there is. Just stick the dang camera to. I found the safety lever. We're back moving now. Alright guys, don't get me wrong, don't pick on me. This is a dang nice dozer, but I can tell by just going back and forth 5 feet, it ain't gonna replace the D4G. It is not near as smooth, it ain't near as responsive. Yeah. It looks pretty though, we'll give it that. Bye-bye, dozer. Hello, big dozer. That is a piece of iron right there. Komatsu, what do we got here? 135A, D135A. That's a few sizes bigger than the old 850. Man, undercarriage on it isn't horrible. I'd say it's 70% plus. It's been sitting for a while wherever it's been at. I've had a bad blade on it. I heard some of the old timers talk about these old Komatsu dozers act like they're pretty good old machines. I've never been on one much. Ooh, it's like climbing into a dinosaur. Look at that walk back into time. That seat is horrible. It's like I'm sitting in a museum. Alright, it's got a key in it. I'm not going to press my luck and go mow down something around here with this one. Everything's not labeled real well, so. I do like how that brake system's set up though. Check that out. Left, right, or they overlap in the middle, so you got both. That's pretty slick. Huh. I don't think that hour meter's right, but it says it's only got 2,400 hours on it. I got a feeling there's something missing here. I could be wrong. There's the original hour meter. Yeah, it's dead. There's a little John Deere 650J. I have ran a bunch of these machines. These are actually really, really nice little dozers. The undercarriage on this one, I mean, is shot. Like, hope it gets on the trailer shot. But other than that, it looks like a pretty decent little machine. Look, they got the thing. I got it pushed out so far. They got the seal pushed out of the track adjuster. But other than that, usually a lot of times these C-frames and stuff are all busted up on them, but they don't look too shabby. This is a dozer I'd like to have one day. This may replace the 850 at some point. D6 RXL. These are good machines. I would not get the manual 6-way blade on it. I would end up with the a 4-way blade on it for what I do, but they're pretty good dozers. Differential steer on them. There's an H, D7H. That's a good dozer as well. It's just too much for me to haul. Let's hop up in this old girl here. I'll tell you what, guys, it's just my opinion, but it is hard to beat these old Caterpillar dozers. The visibility on them is not the best, but man, they are just good, solid old machines. I got myself the master off on it. Even the horn button. That's like a serious freaking horn button. Yeah, I'd take it if somebody gave it to me. Got a D6K. I've only ran one of these for a very small time in a show and a demo a lot, but I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about them. Oh, the door just smacked me in the butt on the way in. Don't feel bad sitting in it. I feel like I'm missing something here. Ooh, she fires and beeps at you. Where's that safety switch somewhere? Tell you what, blade's got a little bit of slop. I don't know how many hours it's got on it. I can't find the hour meter here. Is that hours? Yeah, 9,000 hours. All right, that's miles. There's hours, 7,000. It's got a little bit of play in the blade, mostly in that bottom trunnion. It ain't bad, but I think a D6 would be too big for me, but I could probably handle a D5K. One thing I like about these dozers is they got the thumb wheel for the angle. I don't know if you can see it out there. And they got the thumb wheel. I know this ain't the only dozer like that, but that is for your track speed, which is much more convenient than my D4 because you're twisting and yeah, it's just better. It's warm in here. I might hang out for a little bit. We got a Cat D6T LGP sitting right next to it. Looks to be in pretty good shape. My buddy's got one of these. He's not a big fan of it. Claims it's underpowered and not balanced real well. I don't have an opinion on it. I haven't ran one much. Don't know a whole lot about it. Maybe if you guys have, maybe you can chime in there. But we're gonna go back down through the loaders and the backhoes here, take a glance at them, and then we'll come back and hit a few of the trucks over here. I'm not even for sure what the heck this thing is. Is it a Hyundai? I think it's a Hyundai. It's an older Hyundai. Looks like it was either a county piece of equipment or something to do with road. JCB with solid tires on it. That probably come out of a garbage dump or refuge or recycling. That's actually a pretty good old loader right there. The was that an 8? No, 644E. It's too big for what I do though. I can't haul it. Check out that pretty machine. I think these are this is not a new machine. This is one that's been refurbished, component rebuild on it. Komatsu WA30 or 380. I think it's missing a window. Ooh, a lot of steps. Yeah. Older machine, new paint. That's high dollar right there. That is high dollar. If I had to guess, this one probably come out of the rock quarry. She's dead. Looks good though. Whoever painted it did one hell of a job. Whoever rebuilt it did a good job. They actually took it apart and rebuilt it, not just spray bombed it from a distance. Got you a good view from up here. Beautiful. Got several case backhoes down through here. There's an old 580 Super L. That's a pretty good machine. 580 Super M, it's even a better machine. No Cat, I know nothing about. I don't have nothing against backhoes. I just have absolutely no need for one for what I do, so I'm not even going to take the time to look at it. There's an old 310G. That's a good old backhoe, except it's two-wheel drive. I don't know what that thing is, but it looks cool. Must be some sort of grinder or something. I'm not for sure what it is, but I'm pretty convinced it's made to eat stuff. All right, that's it. I'm building a train track in Derby. Check this thing out. That is freaking awesome. I don't know what I'd ever do with it, but I want it. I want it bad. Oh, wait a minute. Small issue, no engine. Well, guess we'll just have to use gravity. Start at the top and see how fast we get to the bottom. That looks just a teensy bit on the toasted side. Kind of curious how that thing burnt, because the engine compartment don't look burnt. It's just the cab up there. The mirror machine too. Can't get it open. Huh, it's interesting. Engine compartment looks fine. Oh, Bobcat. Hand controls, hand foot controls. Not a big fan. Cat with ASV. That's the reason why they're for sale. Yeah. This is another one of those things that would be cool to have. All that is a great big hammer. They raise it up and they drop it on these rails, and they use it to bust up the roads. It's just a machine built for destruction. How could you go wrong with something like that? Couple old fork trucks, look like they're pretty much scrap metal. Maybe something good there. That old Caterpillar don't look too bad. Ooh, Zamboni. Use that to clean the shop floor. I wouldn't mind having that thing if it actually worked, but it looks like it's missing a bunch of pieces. Big gen set. I just got a bunch of random stuff down through here. Got some electric hydraulic power units, got some old dump wagons, a whole bunch of battery chargers. There's a great big gen set over there. She got that old girl. 348 Caterpillar. Twin turbos on her. Seems to be missing a few things there. Assuming that's where the hookups go, but I'm not. It's not a. What am I trying to say? I'm not a professional on that. Well, this is a couple things I might be interested in if they go cheap enough. Got a couple of straw blowers here. This is a trailer mounted one. Can't tell what engine's in that. I think it's a little Kubota. Can't see. Little Kubota one. And over here they got a little, I'd call it skid mounted. Looks like it's well used, but it's been maintained. It's been greased. Keys out of it. That's one of those that'll have to go cheap. If it goes cheap, we'll think about it. Well, assuming the old pull pan was matched up with the old 8760 tractor here at one time. So I did spot this old Cat off-road truck. This is another one of those things that right now I can't justify owning, but one of these days I'm gonna have. Ooh, lovely. We got a nice rag. All right, learn your lesson. Check the seat. All right, we're dry. Look at this thing. It's all rotted out. Deader in the door now. She's been well used, boys. She has been well used. 11,000 hours on her is what she says. I don't think the hours is the problem. I think it's the environment and how it was used. I don't know, she's got decent tires on her and the bed don't look horrible. She could possibly be a candidate for a rebuilder. Tires don't match, but they all look pretty decent. I've always been curious how these cranes work. It seems like to me with no outriggers, they do swing, yeah, they swing. With no outriggers, you'd be extremely limited. Ugh, locked up. Extremely limited in your lifting ability, but I'm not a crane guy, so I don't know. I can definitely see the huge advantages of getting around places a crane like that couldn't get to, though. Just don't know how much you can lift when you get there. Hey, there we go. Hey, that one comes with a grease gun, I think. Comes with something. That's probably worth more than the whole damn crane. Interesting. There's your load chart. I don't know if I'm smart enough to read it. All right, don't hold me to this. It basically sucked all the way in. This thing will pick about 7,000 pounds and reached all the way out. It's looking at about 1,500. So I'm sure for power line utility work, stuff that's way out in the woods, it would definitely come in handy. These old girls are just heavy. Again, I don't know much about cranes, but I hear they're pretty good machines, these old Groves. They look well built, I'll give them that. The wing belt. It's kind of what they're known for, is cranes. I think this is the other thing I was remotely interested in. Check out this little bitty thing. You guys are always on me for needing a roller. I just wish it was smooth drum instead of sheep's foot. Got a little 2-cylinder Deutz in it. I have no idea what the thing's worth, no problem. I got a couple smooth drum ones here too, but they look pretty rough. Pretty rough. Well, started. See if it moves. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I need a seatbelt sitting on this thing. Woo. I also feel like there's a parking brake. There we go. Well, to my surprise, everything actually works on the old girl. Vibratory rollers work, she moves. It would definitely come in handy from time to time. I'm not gonna lie. That one's too big. I think we got the same thing here. This one looks to be in a little bit better shape. I wonder why these things are always all busted up. Is that from the just beating them to death on the vibratory part? Starts. Look at this poor thing. Pretty sure this is just a parts machine. I don't know. Interesting. This little girl here has actually got new tires on her. She fires right up. Vibratory part works. Just I'm sure I could retrofit that to be a steel drum or a smooth drum, but I feel like for what I do, I need a smooth drum. I'm going to do as many driveways as I am building pads. And with it being rear wheel drive, I don't need the sheep foot part for traction. This is what I'm trying to spit out. Got several buckets. Check out the paddles on them teeth. Goodness gracious. Got a couple thumbs, couplers, some random stuff. They don't have a whole lot of mini X's, believe it or not. That's pretty much all the equipment. Let's sneak over and check out the trucks. So they got a pretty good line of dump trucks. They start down there at that O International, and the farther you go, the nicer they get. You end up with almost a brand new Caterpillar down there. But there is some real junk in between here. I do have a couple old nice Macs and make some pretty good rebuilders though. Man, something on this thing smells hot, like electrical. Look at the shag carpet in there. That's nice. You got the original air horn. Sweet. No, man, something in that truck's cooking. That one's leaking diesel fuel all over the place. So you got a truck starting to catch fire next to a truck leaking diesel fuel. Good deal. On International. We'll keep walking. Had one of those. Not a big fan. It's pretty good looking on International. That was like a pretty solid truck. Don't look bad at all, to be honest with you. Pretty straight. Nice little bed on it. That's actually a really clean old truck. Headliner's a little sloppy in it, but man. I like that low-sided bed. For some of the stuff I do, that comes in handy. Pretty straight truck. Little International pay stars, they don't look horrible. There's another Mack, it's a tri-axle though. There's a Mack RD. Another DM. There's another DM, that one is rough. Look at that bodywork. Fancy. That seems to be missing something right there. Sweet Jesus. That's somebody's been playing with Play-Doh on that thing. Decent looking Pete. Sterling don't look horrible. Kenworth. And there's the Cat. I say new, it's not new, but it's the newest one here. That's a home. Hard to drive if you can't get in them. Got a couple of low boys here. That's actually a heavier version of what I got over there, but it is just too heavy. I don't have any equipment that justifies having a drop deck, and for some of the subdivisions and stuff I get into, I just don't want to mess with it. But that trailer is actually shorter, heavier. That steel deck, man, I don't know. Stick with what I got on that. Stick with what I got. See what else we can find around here. Talking about a short bus, check them things out. I'm assuming, and I can only assume, they have cut those off and you are basically buying the engine and you get a front axle for free. Got a couple C7 cats in there. It's the same engine that's in the dump truck, but actually all of them but two are C7 cats. Couple of stripped out Hummers. Not for sure what I'd ever do with them, but man, look at them seats. All the money they spend on these things, you think they at least give the guy an air ride. Alright, I have officially found the junk section, which is usually the tip where I can afford stuff. Check this out. Everybody needs one of these. It's a wrecking ball for a traco. I guess you just grab out with your thumb and start swinging and let the destruction happen. Sounds dangerous. I'm assuming somebody attempted to build an extension, a jib pole setup for a traco, but from my experience in building one of these, they could not have went about it more wrong. That's basically scrap metal right there, boys. That is basically scrap metal. Got a couple big snow pushers back here. If I had to guess, these probably come from the airport across the street. It's just a hunch. It's hard telling where those come from. Off the front of the truck, obviously, but I don't know which truck. Yeah, going down through here, see if there's anything else there. Hey, that probably fitting back the Ranger. That's cute. I don't know if it's ever been used. Don't even know why I'm looking at that. I am not in the snow removal business. Keep walking, Dirt Perfect. I hate to say the old clam buckets are obsolete. You still see some of them being used, but not near as much as you used to. Kind of cool seeing them though. you would think. They would just go ahead and pull the engine. All right, guys, they got a line of tractor trucks down through here, semi trucks. I guess they got a couple random things in there. A few trailers over here. Me and the old puppy dog still got a pretty good relationship. I'm not interested in any of that. They do have a few trailers over here, so let's go check those out, and then we'll get out of here. All right, guys, I've been tossing around the idea of getting a larger pedal hitch trailer I could pull with the C8500. That way I could possibly move the 120 with it. I have another option, especially getting in some tighter spots, but looking these trailers over, I don't think these are the ones. This one don't have air brakes. That one don't have air brakes. That one does, but it's in pretty rough shape. Yeah. It's gonna be a pretty hard pass on those. So, guys, I'm not sure if I'll make it back to the auction or not. Hope you enjoy the walk around. It's cold, nasty, and a snowstorm. It's cold, nasty, and there's a rainstorm getting ready to move in. So I'm gonna get my butt out here before I get wet. Hope you enjoyed. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If I make it back to the auction, I'll bring you guys along.